Hi, this is Phil, and I'm here to tell you all about the Capes and Lunatics Patreon. Get early access to all of our interviews, including the monthly Chichester chats with writer and comic book legend D.G. Chichester, new episodes of classic Capes and Lunatics shows, including The Quantum Zone, This, That, or the Third, and many, many more specials, all completely uncensored. Access starts for $3 a month, full video when you pledge $5 a month. Check out the link in our show notes or go to patreon.com/capesandlunatics. Hope to see you there.
Diggity dank.
Hello and welcome back to another week of the Nightwing News. More new stuff. I am Phil. Joining me, as always, it is.
Hello, I'm Kristen.
And this time we'll be talking Nightwing 119, what? And Titans 16. And I can mention a few, I know at least one other little appearance Dick made. And I give you the lowdown on Tom Taylor's first Detective Comics issue.
Okay, let's do it.
All right, so have you been reading The Death in the Family Robin Lives?
Yes, I have. Did that come out today?
Yeah, it's the last issue, number.
Okay, yeah, I didn't make it to the store today.
Okay, so maybe you don't want me to spoil it for you, but yeah, they kind of.
That's right. I love spoilers.
They kind of give you like the alternate, future of this timeline. Okay, well, if no one wants spoilers, yes, pause, tune out now. So, all right, 3, 2, 1. All right, so yeah, the final issue of Death in the Family Robin Lives, number 4 came out, and I mean, as they showed us in the beginning of the series, well, after Joker tries to brainwash Jason into being his little sidekick, Jason fights it off, but then while Batman's confronting Joker, and he poisoned all these bats with this toxin he's going to infect everyone in Gotham with. That's when Jason shows up, shoots Joker. First, he just like shoots him in the chest or something, and he's like, "Ah, you stupid kid! I'm wearing, I don't know, like bulletproof clothes or whatever." That's when Jason shoots him in the head and kills him. And yeah, they kind of cover this whole thing up. They're, because Bruce and Dick are together, and they're just like, well, if we turn Jason in, everything, all our stuff's gonna get exposed, and he basically killed a mass murderer, so he kind of gets a free pass. But then they get into the future, and Bruce gives up being Batman.
Wow.
Yes, and then he kind of like after a while falls in love with this therapist they were taking Jason to.
Wasn't she the narrator?
Yes. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
But after a year after Bruce quits, a new Batman emerges. Very acrobatic. Some say he has a nice butt.
Does it really say that in there?
No.
Oh.
No. Pretty funny if it did. No, but it is Dick, and yeah, he moves into the mansion, and then he basically takes up Bruce's Playboy persona, and so yeah, Dick's the new Batman. No, it does say what is it? How did they put it? It says it's something like he's not as brutal and violent, but he's just as effective as the original Batman. So.
Does Tim pop in? Like, does Tim decide to become? No.
We don't see any Tim, so I mean, as far who knows. Although they kind of leave it open ended at the end because they kind of show Jason kind of like get himself painted up and all. I guess I don't know if he's becoming the new Joker. So it's kind of open ended. So they can always come back to this. If nothing else, I like to see, the adventures of this Dick as Batman.
Crazy.
So, yeah, so this goes off the original Death in the Family timeline. So it's like, yeah, by like 88 or 89, yeah, Dick gives up being Nightwing and becomes Batman. So,
dang.
Yeah, and no sign of Tim. So I guess maybe Tim never becomes Robin.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's weird because would have happened.
I know. But that would have been good if they do a sequel. Maybe like Tim does come in and Tim is Dick's Robin. I'd like to see that.
Right, because part of the reason that there's always going to be a Robin. I mean, Robin's worth too much money to DC.
I know. But again, this is a story that may never be gone back to, so it's like
right. That's what I mean. That's why at first I was like, "Oh, because they reprinted the one where Jason didn't die." So I was like, "Oh, well, was this their plan? Like, are these a couple issues of if he hadn't died?" But obviously, it's not. It's not a.
No, I actually talked to Jim DeMatteis. No, this is a wholly brand new story. So
okay.
No, they published the original one where Jason lives because they had two versions ready to go with that.
Right.
However that 900 number went, but Jason's always trouble. Doesn't matter what timeline. Jason's always trouble. But and again,
I mean, I think if back in the 80s. To be honest, I think if back in the 80s Jason had lived, then they just would have gone on like nothing had happened because that's how comics were back then. It'd be like, oh, Jason's sick for like 3 issues, and then he's like miraculously better, and we just pretend this never happened.
I know. Or it'd be like every time they encountered Joker for next few years, it'd be like, oh, Joker, the man who almost killed Jason. But yeah, Detective, like I said, Detective 1090 came out this week.
Okay.
Tom Taylor's first. It's good, especially I love this art. But yeah, there's a new mass killer in the town, of course. But then I'm assuming it's gonna have something to do with the past because we get flashbacks of when Dr. Thomas Wayne this couple comes in, pregnant woman, and was it the boyfriend or whatever, and the woman's pregnant, and they're just like, oh yeah, the husband beats her and stuff, or the boyfriend beats her and stuff, and so, Thomas and Martha help the woman like get away from her and the baby, and then, but then the whole ethical thing is they're just like, oh, why did Thomas save the abusive boyfriend? He's like, we don't trade lives. You never know what his life could become of his life. He could turn everything around and stuff, and basically drone into Bruce's head, no, we don't choose, we save everyone. But in true Tom Taylor fashion, the last page, who is the man that Thomas saved, the life he saved he could have let die? Any guesses?
I don't know, I feel like there's so many choices. Joker?
No, Joe Chill.
Oh, right, of course.
The man who would kill him.
Right, yes, of course. As soon as you say that, I'm like, I should have seen that coming.
So I don't know if this is like with the last Nightwing story he did that we're playing with the origin, the origin of the parents' death and stuff. So, but yeah, no Dick in the story, but Barbara is in here as Oracle, basically talking in Batman's ear and stuff. So it's getting some classic Batman vibes,
That's cool. Oh, and I did.
Beautiful.
Nice. Oh, and I did finally read, because I was a couple days late, but I read the World's Finest. And that was good how Spectre snapped Batman out of it.
And he's like, oh, good job. Don't do that again.
Yep.
All right. And again, we talked last week, so I don't know if there's any further besides the new issues, any other Nightwing stuff. Although you brought up today about how DC's literally cashing on Dick's butt.
Yeah, hardcore. Actually, there's 2 out of DC Nothing But Nightwing.
Oh. There are 2 parts. Oh, yeah, I got to read it because the app's working again. So yeah, I gotta check that out.
But then I think there's going to be a break. There's 2 out of it and 2 of Harley.
And
yeah.
But no, me and Lilith were talking the other day. Like, well, again, I would agree with this, but it's like we were saying, you know, they need to really, bring Nightwing into the spotlight here, either like a live action show or an animated series, something. Because again, he's like your Batman, but he actually has like a fully rounded personality. So
Just as long as they do a good job and it's not trash.
mm-hmm. Quality, DC quality. Let's get Mark Waid behind it. Seems to be a lot of what DC's doing. They're like, yeah, let's put Mark Waid in charge of everything.
Oh, they could have worse options.
Yeah, no, like I said, he knows his history, so he's always honors the history of these characters and stuff. So
That's right. He makes it diggity dank.
Oh, can you imagine we got an animated series where he said that?
That'd be awesome.
All right. Do we want to talk these issues?
Yeah, should we talk Titans first since it came out last week?
Last week, yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, well, we do see yes, the Titans are going to have their own wing in the new Watchtower.
Oh yeah, so is that Absolute Power? So All In, how it was like Rebirth and stuff. All In is the name of this phase or whatever now.
Yeah. Because at the end of Absolute Power, the Justice League's coming back. And then they had the All In special where, pretty much seems like almost everyone's in the Justice League, and then Darkseid shows up, and there's a whole bunch of crap happens, and then that kind of starts off all those Absolute books that are coming out, like Absolute Batman, Absolute Wonder Woman came out today. So,
okay,
yeah. So yeah, so we see the Titans, and yes, that new suit Wally's wearing. Yes, I think that's the first time we see it. Yes, today in the new Flash issue. So.
Oh, he's wearing that same thing.
Yeah, so I guess that's the new suit. Titans kind of jumping the gun last week with that.
But maybe people were like, I don't know, maybe they miscolored him.
Because I know, like, I think his daughter was saying, even like Wally's mask, maybe he's like honoring Barry, because Barry Allen right now is lost at the end of Absolute Power, lost his powers. So Wally's the only Flash right now, which is why he says he's taking a break from the Titans.
Yes.
But yeah, so Wally's going to be out for a while, but Roy's back.
Yep.
And then basically saying to Dawn, oh, this is going to be awkward between us. So again, I mean, we know they dated like 20 some years ago. So again, so I said DC's slowly bringing back pre-New 52 continuity. Thank goodness.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's kind of feels like we're just pretending the New 52 didn't count.
Yes. Yeah, there's only a few things left, like the new Kid Flash and stuff. So yeah.
Right, well, and I think wasn't it in New 52 that they changed it, instead of Jason being brought back by some sort of time punch, they did the smart thing where he was just put in the Lazarus pit?
Yes.
Has that part stayed?
They haven't really said either way, but I would assume, unless they want to get into Superboy crap, the Prime crap. So,
I mean, the Lazarus pit always made more sense than time being punched.
Exactly. How do you think we're going to bring Alfred back? That's who should bring him back in a Lazarus pit. Is Jason. He'll be like, well, it brought me back, Jason and Damian should do it. Everyone else will be like, no, we know who knows what could happen, but those will be like, yeah, no.
Although that could be an amazing comic. Alfred Pennyworth, Lazarus Pit Butler.
Oh, hey, I do have a question for you as a Dick Grayson historian. Well, no, the last story in Batman Brave and the Bold this week, there's a Tim and Damian story, and they kind of get led into a trap because someone is like, oh, tell Robin to come meet me at the place where we first, I don't know, fought or whatever, and they're like, "Oh no, it's one of my villains. No, it's one of my villains." And then they get there, and I mean, again, who knows? But I'm thinking it might be Dick. This person's looking for, because at the end it's revealed it's Killer Moth. So I was gonna say, when was the first time like Dick like encountered Killer Moth?
I don't know. Wasn't it? Well, I thought wasn't Killer Moth like not really famous until Barbara, or is it just that? Or no, it's Firefly that's with Barbara, isn't it?
Well, no, Barbara's first appearance that was Killer Moth. So.
That was Killer Moth. Okay.
So yeah, I wasn't sure if like like an early like or late Golden Age or early Silver Age like Dick had encountered Killer Moth before. Because he was almost talking, because he's like, "Oh, there's more than one of you," and I'm thinking, oh, he's probably just like.
I mean, it does say he first appeared in 1951, so.
Batman 63, yeah. Unless that's it. Yeah, I thought maybe that was like his. For some reason, I thought that was his first appearance when he fought Barbara, but I guess not.
Yeah, I don't know. I think he's one of those that they haven't done. They could do a couple of different things.
Oh boy.
In Teen Titans, isn't it Killer Moth's daughter that has that big crush on Robin and wants him to take her to the prom?
Oh, maybe they'll reference that story. Maybe that's it. Lord Batman 63. Oh, the origin of Killer Moth and the Joker's crime costumes. I swear, every other story, like in the Silver Age, was like, well, he took a short break, but it's always like Joker has a crazy costumes or Joker's bonering all over Gotham.
Yeah. There's one in the Silver Age. I can't even remember who the villain is, but Batman and Robin have to separate, and Batman's in the plane, and so when Robin's done with his task, he's supposed to go on the roof and signal for Batman to come pick him up. But of course, in who wrote this fashion, he goes up there and he says, "Okay, I radioed Batman, and now I just need to go up on the roof and expose myself." And you're like, who wrote that?
Oh my. Oh yeah, if you want to put in any suggestions for next year's episodes, yeah, I was gonna say, shoot me some early Dick Grayson appearances or.
All right, so back to Titans. I have to say, I did not like people's faces in this.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I could see some of these panels. Yeah,
like particularly these pages.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Donna and Roy's face, and really, I'm like, what is going on there?
And again, kids, yeah, this is another first all-in issue. So yeah, we got new writer, new penciler. So John Layman writer, Pete Woods penciler. So. And then Gar sets off this alien creature. Oh, a Tamaranian Carcaline. Which Roy tases. So yeah, I'd say after they subdue that, that's when Wally says he's taking his break from the Titans. Oh, and they kind of mentioned that Tempest is out too, helping rebuild Atlantis after Absolute Power or whatever. So it seems like any iteration of the Titans, if he's like the first one out, is usually Tempest. I was just like, the writers just not like writing him or looking for an excuse to like dunk him in water or something. Or
I know, and they take Wally in and out a lot too.
Yeah, I mean, I understand it now because he has his own series and stuff, and I think he's gonna be in Justice League too. So I get it. And again, I don't know. That's the only thing with team books. When a new writer jumps on, sometimes that you'll lose a member or two and get a new member or two because they want to write their favorites or whatever. But
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, at least Roy's back.
Yeah, it seems like aside from the original Teen Titans, which of course Roy was a later addition to that anyway, it seems like they don't too often have Roy and Wally overlap. It's like they have a redhead quota or something, and they can't have them both on the team at the same time.
That's true. It does seem like, yeah.
And it's just kind of funny because Wally and Roy are two extremely different characters.
Oh, yeah.
It's just funny that they're like, well, we can only have one of them. It's like, it's not like, I mean, it's not like you're having both Dick and Tim on the same team, which, even then they would do different things, but, you could understand that a little bit more.
Exactly. But yeah, it's like it's one of those weird things where it's like, yeah, you want like your favorites, like Wally and Dick on the team, but it's like if they have their own books, it's like, well, should this book give more face time to the characters who don't have their own monthly series and stuff? Or
Yeah. I mean, that would make sense.
because after they boom tomb home, Dick announces no, he's not leaving, but he's kind of turning over leadership to Donna. Which I'm hoping doesn't mean that. I hope it doesn't mean that Dick's gonna have like long absences from this book. Hopefully,
Yeah, I guess we'll see. But I mean, I think it seems like a good plan.
I mean, the tower's in Bloodhaven. I mean, hopefully he's not away too much.
Right.
Oh, but then, well, first Donna, but then the others they start getting these like weird visions of the past or whatever.
Yep.
Oh, when she sees Dick as Robin, see, look, isn't he wearing that Robin suit that he's been wearing in World's Finest? So maybe we've retconned that's his original suit now.
Nah, he's wearing his no pants suit in Batman and Robin. Year one. Oh, well, it makes sense that I mean, like, it's fine, it cracks me up, but it really feels like back in the day when he, like, you can understand a little kid being like, I'm not gonna wear pants. But I feel like by the time you hit middle school, like when he was about 13 or 14, he definitely would have been like, I want some pants.
And once he hits puberty, is he shaving his legs?
Right, exactly.
So yeah, I mean, not a ton of action. I mean, it's a lot of housekeeping. It seems like in this issue, it's like who's in, who's out, but then everyone starts hallucinating and seeing past events.
Yeah, I mean, I liked it. I mean, I like having Donna. That's cool having Donna be the leader, mix it up. I just felt like their faces often looked so weird in this.
Yeah, because I've even seen a panel. Yeah, Dick's face looks kind of weird there. Yeah.
Yeah, well, and Donna's face mostly, I noticed it's like so weird. It's like when the faces are tiny, they're fine, but then when they start making the faces bigger, and it's really the main thing, then it starts looking weird.
But yeah,
I noticed it with Dick's face, but Donna's was the worst.
I do like, when the hallucinations start hitting them, and Dick says to Donna, "You're the leader now. What are your orders?" But then I guess I'm assuming you got an upgrade because we see it's Clock King behind this.
Yeah, that's a blast from the past.
I know. I'm trying to remember. It's like, have we got well, was it like in the like the 2000s? I was gonna say, have we gotten in? I always think of Clock King from like either like Batman the animated series and stuff, and outside of the comics. But I mean, he did have his runs.
Yeah, I mean they had Clock King on Batman 66, and he
Yeah,
had some epic puns.
I think if you're a villain on 66, you kind of had to bring the puns.
Exactly. Yes, you did.
So yeah, not a ton of action here. I mean, until they like start.
I believe my favorite quote of his from Batman 66 is something about because when he ties Batman and Robin to a clock as the death trap, many people talk about killing time, but this time, time is going to kill you.
Yes,
It's pretty good.
I think I do remember that. Yes. All right. But yeah, I mean, besides the art, so you were fine with the story so far.
Yep.
Nice.
Their
Yeah,
faces just look too weirdly plasticky.
yeah. Hopefully, yeah, the art kind of the artist kind of fine tunes his work and we get used to it. So all right. So should we get to Nightwing 119?
Let's do it.
Oh man, we're spoiled. The next issue, the next week, and now like I told you before we jumped on, I think 120 doesn't come out till the day before Thanksgiving, so it's a little over a month until it's like the
Cruel fate.
27th or something. Yeah.
Indeed.
So yeah, Dan Waters, Dexter Soy. Mm. So what do you think about this opening sequence where like this like clown looking puppet master is basically talking about Dick's life?
I thought it was cool.
Yeah. And then we see all the gangs in Gotham are trying to like basically come to terms. Like, okay, yeah, you went to drug trade, you get this, yeah. So then Dick crashes in on them.
Yeah, and have we seen? I mean, did I forget, or had they not really developed? I didn't think they had really developed, which is fine. The Goth Bloodhaven gangster scene before.
Yeah, no, I mean it's been a while because.
Okay.
So yeah, we. It's a funny mama bear. She's wearing like a giant, like stuffed bear head, almost looks like a mask.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dick crashes in on them all. Like, cooperation brings a tear to my eye. I love that. Anywho, time for Jill.
I really like how he's drawn on that page.
Always hanging from the rafters there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that looks really good.
So yeah, he's fighting all these gangsters, and then all of a sudden, he sees there's a bomb in the building. He's able to like jump out into the river, but basically all the gang bosses got killed. Which he goes talk to his sister, the mayor.
Plastic explosives. So yeah, I'm guessing that now. Have we seen that puppet master before, or do you think he's new?
I don't know. I'm thinking he might be new. Yeah, unless it's somebody we've already seen hiding behind a mask. But I'm thinking. I mean,
because I don't remember seeing someone with that mask before, but
maybe. Well,
it could
whoever he
just
is,
be
whoever he is, he seems to know who Dick is because he seems to know his whole origin.
right. And it seems like maybe he's got that place. Well, he's not there, right?
Well, at the end, he's with another character, so
Right. Well, just because I'm he must have it like he must be watching it somehow, but I guess it's supposed to be like he's puppet master. I'm just saying because there's that page after we see him, he's like pulling back the screen, and then Dick kind of is up in the rafters. But I was thinking that guy was supposed to be
yeah, we're
not there, but it's just
yeah.
to show that he was orchestrating it.
I'm thinking he's watching somehow because yeah, when Dick sees the bomb, yeah, we see that puppet master character go heat, and then the building blows. What you think when Dick sees the bomb and goes, holy plastic explosives? So yeah, he gets out of the building, but all the gangster bosses get blown up. And then I'm assuming the next morning he goes talk to his sister, the mayor, but she's in a meeting.
Right, so I partially wanted to point out that I really liked how Dick was drawn as Nightwing on that one page where the teddy bear lady talks in logos, because I really don't like how he's drawn when he shows up to see his sister.
Oh, really?
I don't know, he just looks weird. I think it's his face again. Something looks off about his face.
I don't know. I don't have a problem with this like I did the Titans issue.
Yeah, I mean, it's not as weird as the Titan. I don't know. I think his neck looks too roided out.
Maybe in some panels, yeah.
Yeah, it's like when it's just his face where he says CEO of Spheric Solutions, that's fine. But when he's standing there in the doorway, I don't know, something seems off.
Yeah. But yeah, this woman Melinda's having the meeting with basically yes, Dick's like, you make weapons designed to kill superheroes. And then she's all like, oh, Justice League Watchtower, full of godlike beings looking out over us from space. And look, even right there here in Bloodhaven, Titan's Tower. And she says that's why we relocated here, so because of the Titans, I guess. Oh, but she does mention the Pennyworth Foundation, so I think we were wondering about this at the end of Fall and Grace. And yeah, so Dick does still have his money, I guess.
Yeah.
So she tells Dick he can come by anytime for a tour. And then he's basically questioning Melinda. He's like, why would you go into business with her? And she's like, you even just made the point, all of a sudden all these gangs are now leaderless. So there's going to be all these gangs are all of a sudden are unorganized and chaotic and probably going to go to war here. So
yeah, that was the thing. Jumping ahead slightly, so I thought this issue was like I enjoyed it. It just felt a little sudden to me because it felt like things were pretty good in Bloodhaven, and then now all of a sudden, because it's a new writer and we wrapped up our old story, it's like, and we have the foundation and things were hunky dory, but now the gangs are, ridiculous.
Yeah.
Thinking, wait, I don't know. It just.
Well, it is a bad book too. Nothing stays calm for long.
Right. It just was a little. It just was a little jarring. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I guess that's kind of how you have to do because you have to go on to a new thing, trying to do something different or whatever.
I mean, I get what you're saying. It seems abrupt, but again, I mean, we don't know how much time has taken place between last issue and this issue. Like, I'm pretty sure all of Absolute Power took place between these two issues. So.
Yeah. But I did like how Dick was talking about it's a bad idea to be militarizing police because it is a bad idea.
But she's like, yeah, all this new gear is rolling out tomorrow. Well, it's like not even just militarizing the police, but he's like, you're militarizing the most corrupt police force in America.
Yeah, seems like not a great idea.
I mean, wow. I mean, Bloodhaven, man, you're more corrupt than Gotham. Wow. Oh yeah, she's like, yeah, the election's 6 weeks away. She says with the escalation of violence over the last 2 months, so maybe it was 2 months between last issue and this issue. Then
I don't know. It's been a week.
I know. Well, again, these were supposed to be a month apart, but. And again, we really don't see Dick with Barbara, but I mean, they're on the comms and he's on the phone, and so they're talking, just not in the same room.
No, wait, I don't. Did we see Haley in this issue?
No.
I
hope we don't forget her. Yeah. But again, I mean, I don't think we really even see him go, like back to his
No,
apartment.
that's true. We never. He doesn't go home.
I mean, we really don't even see Barbara. Well, I'm trying to, except for like one panel while she's talking to him on the comms, we really don't even see Barbara unless Haley's just with Barbara.
Yeah, probably.
But yeah, they show the gangs are basically just killing each other because they all blame each other for the death of the bosses. And then Dick basically, is telling this one gang, he's like, I'm going to find out who killed your bosses, but until you do, I'm not going to bust you. He says, but no more retaliations, no more turf wars. One of the other gang comes for you, you call me with this, and hands him a communicator. And the guy's like, yeah, right. Why would you side with us? He's like, side with you? He's like, I give him the same offer to all the other gangs.
I like his little communicator thing though. How it's a nice little Nightwing shape.
Yeah. He says, listen, I'm the nice one. Everyone says it, but Bloodhaven is Nightwing's town, and tonight I'm putting my foot down. You don't want it to be on your neck. I love him and Barbara. She's like, rousing speech, boy wonder. I do like it when you get all authoritative. Right? You can't say I didn't learn a thing or two from Batman. She's like, I'm sure you wouldn't approve of putting 4 gangs of brutal criminals under your protection. He'd probably be more punching them in their faces. And I mean, I could see Dick like this. He's like, yeah, well, I'm a little tired of face punching.
Yeah, I mean, I like that he did that.
Mm-hmm. And again, it's easier too, than
yeah, exactly.
Punch out 4 gang. But yeah, he goes to this to the place where the cops are getting their weapons from, and then gets attacked by the security system.
Plus, you can't just. I mean, being in a gang is not. I mean, as far as I know, being in a gang is not a crime. So you have to, like, have stuff to prove that they're in a gang. So you can't just be going around, you shouldn't just be going around attacking these people just because they're in a gang.
Well, and I'm sure. Well, I mean, I'm sure he has enough intel. Like he wouldn't be punch people in the face unless they were trying to do something like murdering each other. But yeah, he gets, like I said, he goes to Spheric and gets attacked by the security system. And yes, we do see that on the last page. We do see that puppet master guy sitting there with the CEO, which I assume is the whole scheme. It's like, we kill off all the gang bosses. The gangs start a brutal gang war, and then Spheric swoops in and makes a hefty profit, arming the whole police force.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
It is diabolical and extremely capitalist.
So, and I guess this evil organization is the Cirque du Sin.
I guess so.
But he's talking about that, yeah, the symbol on Dick's chest. He's like, what does a bird in the circus tent mean? And she's like, death. A bird means death. I'm like, does it?
I don't know. Maybe we should Google it.
I don't know. I almost feel like every writer tries to put their own little thing in about circus life when they write a Dick Grayson story.
Oh, okay. I don't know if it's specifically in the circus, but yeah, just sometimes birds flying around in a building can be a symbol of it can be seen as a premonition of death.
Oh.
But it's like when a bird accidentally flies in. I don't know if that is specific to the circus though.
Yeah, I mean, it could just be anything. But again, this guy, hinting around that he knows Dick's origin. So,
Of course, they're saying that because they think he's gonna die.
oh wait, here
But
we go.
obviously, something will happen to prevent that.
Oh yeah, I do see some have been known to believe if a bird flies in and gets trapped under the big top, it foreshadows the death of someone in the circus.
Yeah, and when I Googled that, it didn't say specifically with a circus, just like people would think that when it flew inside anywhere, like a
Yeah,
house or anything like that.
but yeah, kids, you can even look up. There's sites with like all the basically circus terminology.
For sure. I mean, there's you can find everything on the internet. Many of this is stuff you don't want to find, but some of it's real.
So yeah, I mean, you could write a believable circus story now. Back in the day, you probably had to look in books, kids. All right. So overall, what did you think of the first issue of our new run here?
Yeah, I liked it. I mean, I liked it better than the Titans one.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I really liked Dick speaking against militarizing the police, and I really liked his plan that I'm not punching people because the most important thing is to stop the violence right now, not just to punish the gangs. But a part of me was like, what? The last issue, everything was fine, and now all of a sudden these gangs are out of control.
I mean, I guess you need a new threat, but yeah, like you said, I do like that he's talking against the militarization of the police and the punching of the gang members. It kind of plays off what Tom Taylor established, and I kind of find like those are better runs when like the new writer kind of even just a few little things plays off what the previous writer
Right,
did.
and I think that's why it felt. I mean, it wasn't that. I mean, it's not like it really impeded my enjoyment, but I think that's why I was kind of thinking, wait, why are these gangs so ridiculous? Because I knew. I mean, I knew it had to happen, but yes, the things Dick was saying felt very in keeping with what was happening in the previous run. So it felt like there was more continuity. So that's why I was like, wait, what? The gangs? I thought things were fine, and now the gangs are like, they went from 0 to 100.
It's that power vacuum, man. Somebody steps down and gets
Yes.
killed, man.
Nature abhors a vacuum.
I mean, Blockbuster's dead. Heartless is now dead. Yeah. Although was it one of the gangs the Blockbuster gang? So did Blockbuster's guys just like stay together and they're like, yeah, well,
Yeah, I mean, I think that was the main guy that was talking.
yeah.
I mean, that was the normal human because he had like the teddy bear and the proboscis fish man.
I'm like, is that really threatening? Like a teddy bear woman?
I mean, it was kind of a creepy teddy bear. I like one eye crossed out and stuff. It was like an unwashed teddy bear that you don't know where it's been. So,
But yeah, no, I enjoyed it.
mhm.
I like that cover. I like that cover too.
Yeah, it's cool.
Although it is like it's pretty much all the all-in books. And again, this was better than the Titans just because like we actually got like a start of the story. Like Titans, it is the start of a story, but it's more like I said, like paperwork. It's like who's in, who's out.
Yeah, that's true. There wasn't a lot that happened.
Who's in charge now.
Yeah, whereas honestly, considering this is a modern comic book, quite a lot happened in Nightwing.
Yeah. I'm glad the story actually moved along. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, that woman and us being like, yeah, she's shady, and then it being revealed that she obviously is by the end of the same comic book, like, dang, yeah, this damn water doesn't mess around.
Yes. Oh man, yeah. Of course, I knew they would. Yeah, there's a few variants for this issue, but yeah, they all look pretty good.
Yeah, don't they have a Halloween one?
Yeah. Let me. Yeah. Uh,
Yeah. I saw that on the internet. I was like, that's cute.
but yeah, so yeah, no. So yeah, another good. So good start. I think we're gonna have another good Nightwing run here.
Yes, yeah. I saw somewhere on the internet people posting that Dan said he wanted to go in a different direction, or I mean, which is like pretty much you have to.
Yeah.
But as that person said, and I just really hope that they don't bring in unnecessary relationship drama.
Yeah. And I mean, yeah, I think this at least this first issue hopefully keeps up. Like I said, I think Dan's doing a good job of doing his own thing, but also honoring stuff that came from Tom's run. So
Yes.
all right. So anything else?
I think that about covers it.
All right. So let me pull up schedule here. Yeah. So yes, like I said, the Nightwing 120 won't be out till like the last Wednesday of next month, day before Thanksgiving. So yes, we're probably gonna have to flip flop. Well, at least next month and maybe the months going forward, because you might not get your new issue reviews until the end of the month instead of the last week of the month. I swear you get a nice little pattern going and then they switch it up on you. Okay, so yeah, so we'll do that. So for the first episode of next month, I feel bad. I put it off. Do you want to do Wayne Family Adventures then for the?
Oh, you know it.
Just like hell yeah. All right, let's do that. All right, kids. So yeah, Wayne Family Adventures. Yeah, and the first episode next month, and then we'll get to our new issue reviews. Yeah. So, oh yeah, so plenty to give thanks for the day before Thanksgiving. Yeah, the new Nightwing issue, the new Titans issue, the new issue of we should have Batman and Robin year 1, number 2 by then. So yes, lots of diggity dankness to go around.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, kids. So send us your thoughts on that. And again, like I said, there's still room on the 2025 schedule. So if you have any requests for Dick Grayson stuff we haven't covered, send them in. Email us CapesandLunatics@gmail.com or call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And remember, you can find all things Capes Lunatics episodes, social media, merchandise. Get your brand new Capes Lunatics merch, the classic Capes and Lunatics merch. I can ran the money on us through the Cash App link. I can also please subscribe to our Patreon, where Lilith and I try to give you something different every month, completely uncensored. And if you are a patron, you can also there request topics for us to discuss. So please sign up there, patreon.com/CapesandLunatics. And you can find everything at tubespace.io/CapesandLunatics Podcast Network. That's tubespace.io/CapesandLunatics Podcast Network. All right. And so kids, the end of the year is closing in quick. Christmas is coming. So again, give all your loved ones the whole family. Give them the best gift of all, the gift of knowledge. And reading. Yeah, so and teach your family, yes, all about pop culture's best bud, Dick Grayson, Boy Wonder. Again, learn all the history of Dick Grayson, and of course, your purchase on Amazon does support an educator. So, and again, nothing's better than reading. So, how dare you? You're a teacher, and I said nothing's better than reading, and you're like, fuck, okay.
Oh, I thought you said nothing is better than green. That's why I was laughing.
No.
Oh, okay, yes.
Although I'm sure Kristen would appreciate the green too. So.
That's true. Reading is fundamental.
That's right. I was gonna say, what kind of teacher are you? You're like reading that one.
I misheard you. That's why.
Okay. All right, everyone. Thank you for joining us for the beginning of a new era for Nightwing. again, next month, next 2 weeks, we'll get some Electric Mullet. Then we'll be back with Wayne Family Adventures. And the end of next month, we'll get the new issues: Nightwing 120, Titans 17, and Batman and Robin Year 1, Number 2. And if we get Dick Grayson anywhere else. I swear, and isn't Harley Quinn supposed to be coming out soon?
Oh, the show? Yeah, you would think so.
I thought it was November somewhere. I don't know.
Well, Tie-Man's over. Do you think Penguin is going to be over and then it'll be Harley? Like, are they only showing one at a time?
I have no idea. All right, but tune in next time. Join us same wing time.
Same wing channel.
See, Nightwing News. Remember, come back. Join us. Go all in.